Welcome to Inside of the Pleasure Studio podcast, where we strip down truths and bear it all as we get real about all things sex, intimacy, and relationships with oneself, another, and the world around us, celebrating the joy of being fully alive and exploring what it means to live a life rich with passion. Every episode, we confront the conventional and break open the cages of censorship as we explore the untamed and often unspoken aspects of intimacy, cutting through the bullshit as we challenge sexual norms and provide you with the unvarnished truth about what it takes to have a fulfilling sex life. So if you're ready to dive into honest and very often provocative conversations that empower and enlighten, you've come to the right place. I am Melissa Louise, your wild host, bringing to you fearless honesty on this unapologetic journey as we talk about sex, love, and life in ways that are smart, fearless, and fun. Because, lover, this is not just about pleasure. It is a fucking revolution. The truth is, women want sex so much more than men do. When a woman is receiving the touch and the sexuality that she fucking loves, all she wants is more and more and more. It is not because she has a lower libido than you that she does not initiate sex. Hi, I'm Melissa Louise. I am your absolute pleasure advocate, erotic blueprint certified sex, intimacy, and relationship coach. And I'm here today to tell you some of the reasons why your woman is not coming towards you to initiate sex, or also why she's just not even replying to your messages and has kind of flagged you off. So, women and men are completely opposite in many different arenas. We know this. We can go on and on about it and be annoyed by it, but the truth is we are completely opposite to you. Now, men go towards sex to feel connected. Women need to feel connected to be able to open to sex, because our map of arousal starts up here in the brain. Once we're ignited up here, once this is open, then our heart's open and then our pussy can open. Whereas for men, your map of arousal is exactly the opposite. Your map of arousal starts down in your pelvis, starts at your cock, and you go towards what you want so that the energy gets raised up to the heart, to the head. This is your absolute divine spiritual work. As woo-woo as that may sound, it's just how it fucking well is. So when you're feeling you're in that space that your woman's not coming towards you, she's not initiating sex, she's rejecting your advances, there are some few things, really key things to start taking notice of. So for a woman to feel connected, to open to sex, this connection is about how connected does she feel in the relationship with you. And women are always telling you what they need. This is just so mind-blowing to me when a woman shares with men exactly what they need, and then they just decide not to do it. And then there's the complaints of like, why is she not coming towards me? So one of the biggest things is building your sexual currency. Now, sexual currency is all of these beautiful, think of them as like coins in a bank, all of the things that you place into the beautiful foundation of your relationship instead of a bank, the things that you are doing to build the foundation of your sensuality, your sexuality, and the fabric of your intimacy. So one of the best ways to do that is understanding each other's love languages. So if your woman's love language is words of affirmation and touch, then use that. You have the most incredible piece of information in your little hands right there. Words of affirmation. We have these freaking things available to us where we're connected, unfortunately, all the time to the world, and yet many people don't use it to their advantage. Words of affirmation, the way that you speak to her during the day, the way that you reach out to her. If you're not living in the same household, then when you wake up in the morning, you're sending a text to her saying, "Good morning, gorgeous. Just thinking of you while I'm making my coffee." That takes fucking 12 seconds, dude. It takes 12 seconds. If you just go, "Hey, morning," it feels like, the woman just looks at that and goes, great. It could be the plumber. Am I the PA? And I think the kids got a better message than that. Like when they, hey, like if you're living in the same household, how do you treat her? She is your partner. She is your lover. She is your wife. Then speak to her accordingly. Don't speak to her. Yes, there's times that you need to be doing business and things need to be sorted out. But in the morning greeting and when you're coming towards her, when you're speaking about food or, things that you're going to do together, be in the space that she is your partner, she is your lover, she's your wife. She's just not another mate that you're organizing a football match with. Yeah. You want her to be open to you. This is really fucking important. This is non-negotiable. And if this is annoying to you, then don't be with women. That's all I can say. It's like, that is just the reality of it. And if you want to put in minimal effort, just understand that you will receive minimum opening. Some women, yes, will still get together with you just to fuck a bit and just to have sex, but you're not going to receive all of her. You're just going to receive that, and her body will not open to you. And in the end, and then of course, this is where women get UTIs. All of these things show up in their body when they're moving towards intimacy that is not honoring their process. So that is very clear about all of this stuff. Your sexual currency. So when a woman feels, this is how she feels connected. She feels connected when she's thought of, when she's considered. You go to pick her up and she hops in the car. It's like, wow, you look really beautiful. She's not going to give a fuck where you take her to dinner if that's how she's greeted. Like, seriously, unless you take her to a place like she doesn't eat gluten, doesn't eat dairy, and you take her to a place. The thing is, she's not going to be annoyed. You rock up to the pizza place and she's like, babe, I don't have you forgotten? I don't eat gluten. And you're like, oh yeah, as opposed to like, fuck man, I have told you so many times I don't eat gluten. Like, why you're not taking notice? There's a very big difference in the way that she gets to communicate the next step when she feels considered, when she feels taken notice of. It's like even at the end of the day, like you haven't spoken to, each other for a couple of days. When you reach out to her in the way that that allows her to understand that you have been thinking of her, that you've noticed. Even just bring up a memory. It's like, you know what, babe? I was just thinking about, our date on Saturday night and how freaking gorgeous you just looked sitting across the table from me. I loved watching you share your stories with me. It's a turn on for me. Seriously, this takes less than a minute. But what you're doing is you are creating the foundation that has her open to you. So when you are placing in these parts that are nurturing the soil of your lovership, nurturing the soil of your relationship, then she will grow. She will come towards you. It's like she will grow up and come towards you. If this space is empty, if this space is just really like rough edges, ice, boring as batshit, it could be, the messages that you're exchanging could just be to anyone. She's not open to you. And also, that's where the nagging comes from. Pick her up, hi, little kiss. The thing is, if you're going to pick up a woman, she spent an hour getting ready. And then she just goes, hi. These are the things that chip away at the nourishment of wanting to be open to a partner. Yes, women have their own work. I'm not placing all the blame on here to men. I am sharing with you what works for women. And not every woman's love language is words of affirmation and touch. When you are going into a restaurant, have your hand on the back of her back. If you are moving anywhere, like hold her, move her, play with her hair, touch, find out all of the ways that she loves to be touched and do them. Don't ask that question and not do them, or ask that question and just do one. Yeah, that means you're not nourishing the sexual currency. You're having the currency in deficit. And then when you go towards her for sex, because you want to feel connected, because there is no connection, then you are coming into a deficit and you're reaching out for sex, and she's going to just have this reaction. And she's going to be naggy, and she's going to bite, and she's got not physically bite. She's going to be narky at something. It's like roll her eyes and things like that, because she doesn't feel nourished and fulfilled. Women don't want to be in that space with men where they're rolling their eyes and feel like they're with, they're just like, God, what am I here for? It's so depleting for us. And it's really sad. I know, because this is what we all talk about in our groups when we're out to dinner with our girlfriends, and all this is what we go on and on and on about. So I'm speaking from absolute experience in my own life, in my own love life, and in the love life of my clients, and in the love life with my dear female friends. We want to feel completely seen and adored and nourished. And it doesn't take that much to do so, because when you do so, we're more open and things don't bother us as much when we feel completely taken notice of. So that's that sexual currency. There's that one. If she feels, and that all comes into taking notice. The whole thing is about taking notice, building your sexual currency. When she feels considered, this is where she gets more playful. And this is when, if you go to her because you want to feel connected and she's not quite ready, she's more open to go, oh, babe, fuck yeah. Okay. But can I get a massage first? Or hang on a minute. I'm just feeling really stressed, but I do want to make love to you. Then you're like, I'll run you a bath so that she can come down. Oh, what do you need? Cook you some food. I'll make you some tea. I'll brew a glass. Like, you've got the next step. You've got the opening. But if she doesn't feel nourished and doesn't feel considered, and a love language hasn't been spoken to during the time apart or during the days, then that is not available, because she's way down here in deficit and she's like, great, I've got so much going on. I've been annulled. I don't even feel special. And now you just want sex. That's how it comes across. Even though you as a man, you're going, it's like there has been no connection. So you need the sex. You need this deep intimacy to feel connected to your woman again. I get it. Yet if you're going to be with a woman, if you are a heterosexual man and you're choosing a woman as your partner, you need to understand this. This is not negotiable. This is not like, oh my God, women are great. If it fucking pisses you off, start being with men, because men are a completely different map of arousal, completely different energetic system. End of story. That's how I view it. So another part is coming in and wanting to have intimacy and sex, and you come at, like, let's say you're with your partner, like you live in the same household, even if you come over to your lover's house and you see that there's so much chaos, and you see that she's in chaos, don't just offer sex or say, babe, what can I do for you? What can I take care of for you? Do that, and then maybe run her a bath and put her in the bath while you do the dishes. Like, her system is so overloaded. Our systems operate very differently to yours. We don't have the same hormonal system as you. We do not have the same neural pathways when it comes to how our hormones work. Our testosterone is depleted really quickly compared to yours. So you coming in, seeing a problem, take it. This is how you solve problems. Do the dishes, run the bath for her. Do the dishes, put her on the couch if she doesn't have a bath, put her on the couch, put an eye mask on her, put her feet in a bowl of warm water with some salts whilst you take care of stuff. Because if she's completely overrun and overloaded and completely wiped out, her cortisol needs to drop before she can even consider a conversation with you or an invitation from you to have sensuality, intimacy, or sex. Her system cannot consider it. So take notice of what's going out. Do the fucking dishes. Take care of the kids. Get the kids organized. Do some stuff. Like, just don't, because then what happens is your advancement of sex, your advancements of intimacy is now just another thing on her list. And it's not going to be placed on the list because all of this stuff is screaming at her. So there's the two major reasons. I think, did I start off with three and I've lost the third one, or I've actually included it in there? But it comes down to presence, being taken notice of, sexual, that's like being taken notice the environment, and also like taking care of business. And how does she feel considered and taken care of and noticed during the day, even though you're not together? Have a look through the messages that you've sent your lover and see, are they all just kind of PA, plumber-like, worker man-like? Or are they actually to the woman that you adore, that you're in space with at the moment? This is not just for husband and wife. This is not just for long-term partnership. This is for lovership. This is for even just if you're engaging with someone for a week and you want to see them again. Like, what is your invitation to her? That is my 73 cents worth. This is a hell of a lot more than 10 cents worth. I hope this is really helpful. Let me know in the comments below. And you're welcome. Here is to your greatness in lovership. You have been inside of the Pleasure Studio, where all things intimate are up for discussion. Thanks for getting real with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If this conversation sparks something within you, do not hesitate to share it by emailing me via the link below. If you're not already, you can follow my good tush on the social media handles also below, and make sure to hit subscribe. Tune in next time for more truths about pleasure and passion. Until then, stay bold, courageous, and truthful as you explore your pleasure your way.